If the pin comes, the pin happens. This could be the end of it. And there is the mass landing. Oh,
here are the cameras.
He's launched it. He's launched it. They dropped. The Brook falls. And the victory here is going to give him that. This is the power of Green Air. He's pushing in so fast.
This is a massive kill. The biggest play we maybe have seen it in this tournament. Unbelievably done by the underdog.
He got left outside of the pocket to shore up a line.
Oh, but to Brook.
There's a reopen it.
Brook.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, beautiful people on Twitch. It is me, Tommy, with my boy
Christo, Count Christo, great pleasure to be here with you.
Maybe some people remember an event we had before on my channel where it was land-based. The beautiful thing about this mod is we now have it also naval-based. Malta is a thing, Navy is a thing. It's going to be very interesting to see how both the players react to this, and it's very interesting that this is our first game in the mod officially.
Here we can see our feature game of round 1 is Leonard versus Dankus Memecus. Leonard playing Allies, Dankus playing Axis.
Instantly, what I'm seeing is Commonwealth versus the Japanese Expeditionary Force. These are the two naval-focused picks.
Beautiful. Right. I already loved seeing this. I was scared that these meta boys already figured out the perfect way to play. And now seeing here the difference between the Japanese and the Russian opener is going to be very interesting to see that.
These guys over in the Axis powers, they obviously have the advantage of naval cover over Malta. They've got 1,000 max size airbase here in Tunisia, whereas if we take a look over at Cairo, it's much further east.
Yes.
You only have a year to build up. As you can see, we're ticking away through that year. Barely 300 days remain. And actually, if we hop over to this perspective on Dankus, we can see he has started building 40 width infantry, as well as some 12 wits that he started with. He's already sitting on a pretty hefty 3,000 requirement.
Oh, he loves these guns.
He does. He's going for those destroyers. Now, that does not surprise me. A little bit of anti-sub, but mostly very heavy on that torpedo. I mean, let's see what that's going to be going up against. He is building cruisers. Okay, quite a different play.
I love the divergence in both players' approach.
Instantly.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
That's some heavy guns, ladies and gentlemen. Will a Dankus destroyer be able to hold against that? I guess we're going to find out very soon.
And look at that.
There it is.
The Valletta landing operation.
Also doing some Spitfires. The boys are going into air because they know without air, you ain't going far.
He's put anti-tank guns on his planes.
Beautiful.
Dankus, of course, as we know, 0 tanks right now. Possibly.
I'm thinking right now, is Dankus doing the biggest 3D chess move of all times? Thousands of hours playing with Leonard, always pushing tanks. And the first time I see my man playing no tanks, his enemy does an anti-tank plane.
Oh, that's interesting. It looks like we're going to be having a battle for Malta. Oh,
he's serious.
Oh,
he's serious.
My goodness me. Dankus is not happy to take these two provinces. He's launching an all-out naval offensive against Benghazi. There we go.
We got our war, ladies and gentlemen.
Declared.
If you look at the north of Tunis, though, you're going to see something very
interesting.
interesting.
Yes, okay,
The naval invasion got caught by a mere 4 submarines, but Dankus' fleet is playing the Big Daddy.
But they're trying to defend. And over here, similar stuff, the attempted attack on Malta being intercepted here.
Getting through here.
Oh, it's going to be so close on who manages to get that landing first.
Leonard's
but they're...
This is genius. You know what's happening here?
What's that?
The convoys of Dankus cannot be protected by the main fleet because the main fleet is in a different battle.
Okay. We immediately see those convoys sunk to the bottom of the sea, and Leonard lands on Malta. We see, and yes, that naval invasion. Oh, but one of them is going to be able to land on Benghazi. Interestingly, he's last standard
and he's taking
in order to hold these troops in place. Benghazi has fallen, but look at the casualties that this Dankus division took to get here. 2% strength, 1% strength. Immediately driven out, though. Another one lands. Oh, my God. The battle for Benghazi rages back and forth here. Look at this. 21,000 casualties. Okay, I'm curious to know what Dankus is up to right now. Let's take a look at his perspective.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have player cameras in the house. We see Dankus as beautiful as ever, and this is the micro you want to see here. He is setting up his air to take over the Tripoli region. He still owns this piece of no man's land right here that Leonard doesn't pay attention to.
Oh my goodness.
Look what he's doing.
No way.
Sneaky.
He's building a port.
He's building a port. If Leonard doesn't realize this could be a problem.
7 days. 7 days until he has that. Does he have troops ready to exploit it? He has 240 wits.
He's ready.
Imagine if the 40 wits jump over. Look at this encirclement play being made by Dankus here, circling around. Dangerous, dangerous play. And he has the port, which now means that these guys are going to get supplied.
He is supplied in the north. This is genius. And Leonard is he encircled? There's still the port.
I mean, he's moving the men up and round, getting that encirclement. Finally, Leonard reacts on the attack. And here come the 240 wits. They did, oh my goodness, they took such a hit at sea here, though.
But if they hold that
9
port.
convoys, that was a huge, huge loss. But look at them. Look at their strength drop as they attempt to land into Benghazi. He's trying the shore bombardment. He's trying to go both ways, but Dankus trying the best he could. It's just not going to work.
It got open. He tried his best here. Dankus doing a little minor mistake here. Never motorized his army, even though he has 461 trucks in the stockpile. Little mistake here, and we see it so hard as the attacker to supply yourself. Leonard just has to stand there. He come at me. What are you going to do? I'm winning this game. Dankus now very stacked up, very easily. Oh, he is going to get the circle if he doesn't pay attention here.
Oh, it's very close.
If the pin comes, the pin happens. This could be the end of it. Trying to retreat now.
Yeah, but they're falling out. But there is
Who's
such
faster?
low organization.
Oh, this is the. Oh, it's beautiful.
No.
Encirclement by Leonard. Unbelievable.
Goodness, what a
These divisions are going to go down.
If we're looking at just casualties, obviously they're not the be-all and end-all, but 13,000 to 167. Fielded, oh my God, 9.87 thousand.
And you know, Chris, the beautiful thing about the student productions, we can take a look at Dankus now.
We can, yes. Oh my God, the hands behind the head.
And see what's going on. He is already coping.
Our first ever round winner, Leonard, should be with us. Hello!
Hello!
Can you just run us through what you think the moment you analyzed as, this is the moment I've beaten Dankus?
I think it was the moment that Dankus put this navy down. I got Malta and he failed to take it.
Yeah.
And when we started the war, he had naval supremacy in the central map because he had the big Japanese navy and the air up, and I couldn't contest that. So I just put my navy on waiting, and I had my naval invasion order still running. And then he put his navy down for 1 second, my invasion launched, and I was able to catch his convoys so many times that I arrived in Malta first. And I think this was the game-deciding moment.
Well, Leonard, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us. You, of course, have 4 more rounds to go before this day of seeding is done. Leonard with 1 win. DiscardPixel went up against Courier, and DiscardPixel won that one. Now, in the final game, the one you mentioned between AbsoluteHabibi and CMOPS, it ended in a tie. No one took Malta. Let's have a look at the matchups of round 2, and we can probably kind of judge what might happen with the leaderboard. Our featured game in round 2 is DiscardPixel versus AbsoluteHabibi. DiscardPixel coming in with a win.
And let's get right into it and see what's going on. DiscardPixel already with the Japanese opener. We know that gives him a nice fleet and a bunch of infantry, and over on Habibi's side, which I unfortunately right now
actually
can't
got the US pick, which is the direct counter for the Japanese pick.
And let us actually take a look what is going on. Research-wise, we already see very different approaches here than the game before. We already see an entrenchment bonus coming in. Some industry. Oh, there it is. Oh, boy.
Paratrooper pick is actually coming in.
Oh, this man is defining the meta. Dankus, you are yesterday's news. Oh, we're going too much on Dankus. And another beautiful thing from Pixel here, something that is very meta nowadays in these competitive games, is flame tanks. Now we know why he was researching level 2 engineers. They give you the access to the flame tanks. Unbelievable soft attack bonuses here. Beautiful division here by DiscardPixel. A medium flame tank, self-propelled anti-air light tank, and artillery. 15 combat with. We're talking in this mod. We're talking obviously
15 is perfect for desert.
It doesn't look like he's investing too much in the invasion of Malta. As we see, only a single camel, poor guy, is trying to take this island here. He has some friends coming from Tunis. Do we see any attack or
no orders coming in here from Habibi? Happy New Year, time to go to war.
There's no Happy New Year for these players, for they are engaging in micro wars. Now we see here on Pixel's side, he is going for Malta quickly, securing himself this victory point that will not be on Habibi's side. Habibi already going to be behind there. He's looking, he gets the -5 consumer goods industry.
I would say this is a very nice defensive line that they've set up here.
I think it's very interesting. If you compare Discord's and Habibi's armies right now, Discord's army just looks overwhelmingly stronger, and we see Habibi just chilling in Benghazi, but he is the one that has to make something happen here soon. Maybe he's preparing something.
And there is a unit actually moving in. If they've stopped, rested on their laurels, there are troops moving up.
Looks like Pixel is feeling, hey man, what are we doing here? If you're not coming to me, I'm coming to you. Full green navy. Yep. He just has to press the button, ladies and gentlemen.
And there's the button gone. The button went in as well.
The button is going.
Let's take a look at this as they go in. We've got how many divisions in this naval invasion?
There's Tobruk is defended, but behind him defended, this could be an entire encirclement of the assets of Habibi. If the corner rating of Pixel is good enough, there is no more supply for the entire army, and he is getting active. Will he get rewarded for this activity? We will figure out instantly microing for the surround. There it is, but also instantly also the counter micro here from Habibi, and there is the mass landing. Oh,
here are the camels. Boy, do they come
ready for this.
Habibi just early deployed some troops over in Alexandria just to counteract this, but this might be Discard's way of going, yes, Habibi, wake up.
What Pixel's doing here, he's wasting time. He's making sure in 50 minutes this is my game to take. And the one that should attack is actually Habibi.
Suez just come in as well.
As you're saying that, Pixel, once again, being so multidimensional, I love seeing this. This is true esports. He doesn't let you rest. He doesn't let you sleep. He's coming in, and he's getting ready to threaten Benghazi now. He doesn't even research anymore. Pixel just sitting down, reading his newspaper. And what we have seen in this game is Pixel being multidimensional. Malta, naval invasions, industry, everything. While, unfortunately, Habibi, we never saw Navy action from him, never even threatened Malta. And all he has right now is one single attack here on this port. And in the end, if you want to win these games, it's about dimensions, ladies and gentlemen. And the time's up. If you look at the division of Pixel, he has anti-air. The CAS ain't gonna do much. And we have a winner.
DiscardPixel, congratulations.
Hi, guys.
Talk to us about the naval invasion. From our perspective, it was a flex. Was there actually do you think that was needed, or were you just doing it because you could?
Well, it was kind of a decoy, right? That's why I used the naval invasion as a decoy to push in further towards Libya to secure my victory, basically.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that he didn't have any chance of win anymore.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with that in your future games. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Let's have a look, if we can, at the leaderboard. That's what we're going to do for this segment and some other stuff. But mainly, here's how round 2 ended up. Lennart won his second game, and Dankus Memecus won one game as well. That puts Leonard and DiscardPixel the ones to look out for. Dankus Memecus, of course, is on a road to redemption. The round 3 matchups look like this. Our featured game of this round is Dankus Memecus as the Allies versus CMOPS as the Axis.
So I will reveal, first off, without further ado, we do indeed have Japan. CMOPS has gone for Japan. Now, looking over at Dankus, he's gone US, so it's another big naval build. Interesting. He's going with a 10 and a 20 width, assuming that his naming conventions stand strong. Let's take a look at CMOPS division stuff. So he's got a motorized infantry, which is just one motorized. Okay, potentially planning a bit of a meme naval invasion.
Look at those naval invasions being planned already.
I agree.
I need to come over to my perspective. Yeah. Because look at this. There is a complete... They're going for the capitulation.
They're going... I mean, it looks like he's going for the day 1 capitulation.
Yeah.
And you push in, you rush to Benghazi. So far, people have done fairly reckless rushes to Benghazi, where, oh, look at this. We also have a little defensive line. So he seems to know. There we go. War has begun. Charging straight in with these military police single cav divisions.
And the invasion... Malta's already in. So CMOPS currently has the VP lead. It's going to be down to what happens with these background invasions. There we go. Look at that concentration. Tommy was saying he got a text from Dankus right after that loss at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And Dankus was like, I can't let this happen again. The concentration in that man's face right now. Look at him. Speaking of which, let's actually take a look at CMOPS and what they're currently planning on their end. Currently, it seems to be weighing up some advisors there.
I'm not sure that's going to help the gameplay. And look at that. The offensive has begun. He is saying, no, I'm just going to smash my way through. Tripoli, so far, none of those forts have finished being built. He's holding the division. He's not allowing Dankus to even stand on the front line, which is excellent. You know, every time Dankus has moved a few troops in here north of Tripoli, he's just sent them packing. He's just crushed in and pushed them out, not allowing them to entrench. It's finally looking like it's managing to turn. And look at this. This is Dankus. This is the micro. He's moving these divisions in and out. He's cycling beautifully. Reinforcements are trying to come in, but that is a fight that is going pretty rapidly in the other way. Look at this, 1,000 defense on CMOP's freaking divisions. That's insane.
Yeah.
He's got the last stand, but the last stand, I mean, that might have been a misplayed last stand because they got wiped.
Yeah. That's insane.
That last stand was a disaster.
There's another one in there as well.
He's last standing to hold this open while they bring in these chaps here, and they're going to be there in just 6 hours, and they just can't move fast enough.
There we go. The encirclement of Tripoli.
I thought it was over.
Yeah.
It is now.
Oh my God!
It's all kicking off.
Okay. So CMOPS has pulled the trigger on the backup naval invasion. Now the thing is, Dankus has prepared for this.
He has the defensive people in place, but they're only 10 wits.
Yep.
And this is a substantial force he sent. It's not just a bunch of nonsense divisions, although there are some. The encirclement on Alexandria is complete. He's got people landing. Cairo about to fall. Oh my lord.
So it's going to be a race here to if Dankus capitulates first, or the game timer ends and he holds the 2 VPs.
But I can't see a way that this manages to come out. He's pushing into Cairo, trying to defend it with 2 divisions. I mean, the guys over here, they're not as bad, but they're not good. You know why he was trying to do it? He was just trying to cut all of those supply lines up in once, separate the troops, but no, that's a failure. So now, into the final 10 seconds here, let's take a look at a few stats on this game. Look at that, the Axis with 136,000 casualties. That is the end of that round.
What a game, Jesus. God damn. I was just saying, before the game we were talking, Germany has an 80% win rate, Malta's very important, and Dankus takes that and says, no, Malta's not important, and no, Germany's not winning all the time, and changes the whole meta.
Yeah, exactly.
Instantly.
And luckily, we have Dankus with us right now. How are you feeling, Dankus?
I'm feeling great, actually, because my first loss was also actually to a guy on the Allies, Leonard. And Allies should just not win. There are so many strategies as the Axis to just fortress up Malta and fortress up Tripoli that it shouldn't be possible.
I'm looking forward to meeting Leonard again, maybe tomorrow in the KO stage.
Yeah, I am. I will not do the same mistakes. Yeah, I was a bit cocky going into that game, but I'll be more prepared tomorrow.
Tommy, while I was watching Twitch chat during this game, there was some outcry of people coming in and being like, where's Tommy? For the next 2 games, you are back in the caster seat. Leonard is undefeated so far, 3 wins and 0 losses. DiscardPixel and Dankus Memecus both on 2 wins. The big game that we're going to focus on is DiscardPixel versus Dankus Memecus.
Let's get into the game.
We are going to be seeing early on the classic picks. We have the Japanese Expeditionary Force for the Axis powers, and we have the US Army. Certainly Dankus's, as we were hearing just now on the stats, not the most popular pick, but certainly Dankus's. We've got the naval invasion being planned, just a couple of rush Bs stuck on that. He's not expecting resistance. There is the war.
There it is.
Fantastic. And we are away.
And the naval invasion is going. There's a bunch of Dankus' submarines trying to intercept this, but the convoy defense is there. The main fleet is there. One poor camel getting caught, unfortunately.
Yep.
But he's getting through. He has the points of Malta and Tripoli, and it's now Dankus' turn to do something about this. And I feel like Pixel is a player that's very comfortable in this situation where he just needs to defend. I mean, he's calling his divisions whole divisions. He has the experience to know he's now building up his supply. He's ready to welcome Dankus' division.
Look at this. So, I mean, this fight is going decisively in Dankus' favor. He's managing to... They are last standing, so they're holding fine, but they're taking huge damage. Dankus proving the superiority of his divisions here. I mean, they are hefty divisions with these huge numbers. How many? There's 156 pieces of artillery.
That is a good old 40 with. We're seeing
there
Pixel crumble.
Wow, this is fast.
Beautifully done. And something devastating just happened. If we check over here,
Oh, yes.
he built the supply hub here, which he just lost.
Oh my lord, a proper
that
supply
is
hub.
pretty big. I feel like what we haven't done yet is let's take this side from Dankus. Is he in
Oh,
APM mode?
yes.
Is he in esports mode? Look at that face. He is ready. The APM is going through the roof.
And there is the attack on Tripoli. Green bubble we are seeing. Not quite, but he has the encirclement. The numbers just aren't looking good.
And the
Dankus has 100, about 200,000 men deployed, and DiscardPixel has a very real risk of capitulation. He'd have to push him a long way for capitulation, but as soon as he has the supply situation enabled in Tunisia, he can just roar along that coastline. This is not an encirclement, this is not a pincer, this is a roll over. It's just coming, I mean, look at this. There's the encirclement. I mean,
That might be game-ending encirclement here.
circled
And there's the GG. The GG has been called.
How are you feeling?
Great. I did the same thing twice, but better this time. So sadly, Discard was very predictable. He did the same thing 3 games in a row. He got access all 3 times, and he played Japan all 3 times, doing the exact same thing with his factories. So already, I kind of knew he would do like support tanks or something, like the other players said he did. And so yeah, I always invest into anti-tank in case.
Thank you so much, Dankus. Best of luck in your last game and tomorrow. Let's have a look at the round 5 matchups. First of all, as our featured game, as mentioned, we are watching Courier on the Axis side versus Leonard on the Allies.
If we go into the game right here, we already see Courier has picked the Army of North Africa 3 the first time today. We even thought it's not going to happen, but it is going to happen, while Leonard wants to have a clean sheet today. He wants to win every single game. He's doing the US Army, which seems to be the meta. Spies coming his way.
Yeah.
We already have our first spy here in Tunis, and he's going to know what he's up against. He's going to see what focuses are being picked. Courier is also doing spies, which is exactly the case. Invisible ink being researched here by our Germany player, which is about stealing blueprints, getting a research bonus on a certain random research. Interesting. And the agent captured here. Once again, this shows the genius of Leonard. We've seen Leonard before, as I've shown a second ago, that he has actually built, where is it? Passive defense level 1. Yeah. And it paid off.
Yeah.
It paid off. His enemy is going for blueprint stealing, and he just fully shut that down.
I'm just going to flip over to Courier because they actually have invasion orders planned, and we're about to see the war fire in just 13 days now. The troops are moving towards the front.
Is he giving Malta away? Maybe. That could be a possibility here. But maybe Leonard learned by watching Dankus' last game, hey, if I can make these 40 whiffs push through the land battles, then I'm going to win the way Dankus won before. And the war is starting. Leonard has 4 divisions coming in, while Courier has a big army ready to go to Isengard. And now Leonard at the front line, checking his enemy. And you see, the most important thing, the logistics are on top. He is below 50% war support, and he got the strike event. And if now the strikes don't get resolved, he is in big trouble. This is very bad for him.
Mutinies is army experience down, division organization down 10%, division recovery rate down 20%, division attack down 25%, and training time plus 20%. If Leonard notices this,
that is not good. He will go in right now.
That'll be a GG push. Cool.
And Leonard is going in. We just kind of missed it, unfortunately. He's now at the front line, ready, and there's the green pop-ups for Leonard. He's going in. If we take a look here from Courier's side, it looks like the supply is just not there for him. He's losing the northern port. This is going to be devastating to Courier. The supply hub taken by Leonard, and once he's supplying this new port, we have a lot of trouble.
He's already got a troop moving.
This encirclement might be the biggest encirclement of the day.
It might well be.
We're not gonna see.
We're not gonna see it mainly because Leonard hurt Courier too fast. I think that was the
all
result.
around the world. You can hear the viewers go.
I still really respect Courier for what his choices were, and to go into this, I'm gonna try something nobody else has tried.
And that is an Alt F4. I think that means we have.
That's a crash from us.
Welcome to day 2, the day that really matters of Commanders in Conflict. So this is what we're going to do today. We have 2 quarterfinals. The first one that we're going to jump into shortly, CMOPS versus Habibi. The second one, DiscardPixel versus Courier. And of course, the winners of those 2 quarterfinals get to go to the semifinals and play against Dankus and Leonard.
I love an underdog story. Habibi is unfortunately our underdog here. He's representing his own home nation, the USA. He's playing the USA build, we'll see in a second, against an ex-Japanese build. Seems is the one that has to show if he's ready for this. Habibi has nothing to lose. He went 0-5 yesterday. That happens, but today he has everything to show and everything to prove. We will see what the players are doing. Let's go inside the game. Let's make you not wait any longer.
A fairly standard industrial setup from both our players here. Although, interesting, already getting the Toad Anti-Air. Anti-Air 1 is an interesting pick.
First decisions from our Axis player. He went state, serves the military, wants to get some PP here. We also see our first Navy command, screen attack +5, torpedo screen penetration +5. We see that our Axis player wants to rule the Navy. He wants to make sure Malta is his, and that this allied player has to come for Tripoli, no matter what.
There we go. War has begun. Both players just staring at each other across this little demilitarized zone in the center here, and waiting for one of them to make the first move.
We see something very interesting right now. I was just checking the air war. There hasn't been an air war in the beginning. Germany hasn't put up his air, but Habibi put up his air. And you know what's happening right now? Logistical damage is being done. Already 3 railways destroyed, level 2 infrastructure destroyed. This is this could turn slowly into disaster.
And with things becoming increasingly logistically difficult, look at that. It's a desperation play. Going up to 3 civilian trains, but look at this, 0 train fulfillment. He hasn't a single train in the entire freaking country. That is outrageous. Look at that, Habibi breaking through the line already. Of course, there are further points to fall back, but there could be a push for an encirclement here.
Unentrenched units here retreating into the desert. Unfortunately, the big mistake, no armored trains. You are losing your trains. And a big issue why he's not winning the air wars, his airport is not fully supplied. The supply issues are just too big. And also, if we switch over to CMOPs, we don't see him repair the infrastructure in Tripoli. He is not supplying the defense of Tripoli. The red bubble is there for him.
Habibi was exactly where it needed to be, and Tripoli has fallen. I mean, look at that.
And
There's a smile on his face. He's laughing. He's got it. Hell yeah. CMOPs here. He's got a smile on his face still. He stayed cheerful. He knows, though, it looks like that it's over. There isn't a serious attempt.
Now, let's bring in the man of the hour, AbsoluteHabibi, coming back.
Thank you, guys. You know, I just first want to say that I think CMOPs is the better player in almost every single aspect. And even, you know, if you even saw our air trades, he was trading a lot better. I think the only reason why I won, well, actually, there's 2 major reasons. The first one is Logi striking is incredibly powerful. It's just way too powerful in this scenario because you have such a limited amount of trains. The second reason is this USA build. So I actually played against Leonard on my 4th game, and he did this USA build. And right now it seems almost undefeatable. And the main reason is that you get a 50% max planning bonus in your last focus.
Thanks for talking to us, AbsoluteHabibi. It will be super exciting to see you in the semifinals. The next game between DiscardPixel and Courier goes up against Leonard.
We have a Soviet play.
Oh, Lord. If we check over at DiscardPixel,
an Italy play. We have the 2 underdog faction picks being played by seed 4 and 5 of this game.
Lovely to see. Also lovely to see from Courier to not go with the meta build. He is not walking inside the Church of Leonard. You know the meme. Heavy tank is becoming a thing here. The first heavy tank might be rolling out in Africa here. A heavy tank bonus, and then he spawns a 32 with heavy tank in.
I see what's going to happen here.
That is beautiful. That is a thing we used to call Space Marines, because these bad boys hit very wow. Everybody's going USA. He must be thinking this is the 40 with USA build from Leonard. But no, it's a heavy tank Russia with paratroopers, with transport planes. And it's going to be so surprising. And now both players moving in, Benghazi going to the Russians. Obviously, Malta going quickly to the legendary divisions of the single Camel Corps. We see that the allied player is getting closer and closer, building his supply. The supply is obviously not good, but not that bad. Oh no, he's now showing the heavy tanks. And there we see a great defense, though, from Pixel. Why is that? Because the heavy tanks are not supplied, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Discard knows that, oh no,
beautiful. I'm
fighting the Soviets, and I think this is the right call. I think you're about to make the same call. Discard needs to go on the offensive.
Oh, this is game-winning here.
Yeah, this
game-winning play by the DiscardPixel. He is not giving you the port. Beautiful attention here. And that is just completely shutting down the supply of the Russia player. That move might have just won it. And now we see the desperate attempts of Courier to take down Pixel, but Pixel is standing on the green bubble. He's holding that tile.
Courier's taking some land back.
Instantly. It doesn't build any planning bonus, unorked units. He seems to be panicking a bit here, running in. And we have the end of the game here. That is a win for DiscardPixel.
Let's jump right into it and see if we can have a look at the bracket to get a sense of what's actually going on for the rest of the day today. We've already gotten through the quarterfinals and we're at the semi-final stage. Dankus Memecus is back. First game of today against AbsoluteHabibi, who won over CMOPs.
Everybody's kind of expecting Dankus and Leonard to go to grand finals. And who doesn't love an upset? We have Habibi, the underdog, who took the game today. We have DiscardPixel, a player, I love seeing this. I play with Pixel almost daily. A guy that really isn't known for competitive play. He's a role player and enjoying creating content. And now he's performing so well. I love seeing this.
I'll have you know, we are seeing a German faction play from Dankus here in this game. Let's go into the game so we can really explore this. So we have Dankus versus Habibi, US versus the Germans. We have an Operation Torch at our hands.
There is the war. There is Valletta falling immediately as the units parachute in unopposed.
It's the call to war, the horns go out, and the movement starts. Look at this second aerial assault.
Oh my God!
Look at this coming in. Sorry, switching to my perspective here. It was just planned. It just went down, but there was an airdrop into Benghazi.
Holy
Dankus
hell.
has all 3 VPs.
Oh
it
my
happened.
God!
We called it. He's rushing ahead now. Look at this go.
That is insane. And meanwhile, this was totally unprepared for Habibi. He had his men still training around Cairo. He thought, oh, I have time. What could go wrong? This is what could go wrong. More paratroopers landing in the mountains.
Once the first one landed unattended, he cancelled the line. He built a new one in front to give that defensive buffer.
Dankus showing us why he is thought to be one of the best players of HOI that is out there.
And
Look
he just
at
navally dropped even more troops in. It's secure.
Oh my God. And the 40 wits are in here. How is supply? Supply is fine. He can't move far from Benghazi with this supply situation. But there's the railway. Look at that. He is not slowing down. Oh my goodness. Dankus is masterfully preventing one of the main advantages of this US build. And he's doing it so well. Of course, by attacking, he does sacrifice his entrenchment, at least for a short period. He does have the bonus to gaining it back nice and fast, but I think it's a very good strategy. He's repeatedly pushing him back here. I bet it's because Dankus saw that this is where the rail was built to, and so assumed this was the province the port was being built in. Oh my God, Tobruk's empty! Tobruk's empty, and he knows that because he has this. He has the site. He has the site. He knows. He knows that it's
I
empty.
wanted to point out is Dankus is 19 days away from Sonnenblume, the namesake of this map.
Oh yes.
That 10%.
I can't believe
Tobruk's
empty.
And division speed. He's waiting for that, and that's when the trigger will be pulled.
He's launched it. He's launched it. They dropped.
Okay,
Tobruk falls.
Tobruk's gone. Okay, this is really gonna he's gonna wreak havoc in supply
and
in a moment. Look at that, and the immediate push coming in from the front line.
Look at this supply.
But now what Dankus needs to do is take that northern port that is freshly built.
And he's right there.
He's right there, and if that falls, the allies are going to have to push all the way back to Egypt.
It's holding for now. Tobruk, he's managing to push in, but it'll take a little while.
Tobruk is connected, though.
Oh my goodness, he managed to unencircle it. He's pushing in here. Okay, these fights are so close.
This is so close, you're correct. And look at this, though.
The last stand.
The last stand is...
It's not enough.
It's not enough. It's going to kill that division. I think we're going to get a deorg before anything comes in here. And I think this is going to be an encirclement of most of Habibi's divisions.
Forget encirclement. It's an overrun, and it's going that way, and he's losing it. He's losing it, and it's going to take a long time, because last stand will mean, of course, they fight to the last man. Oh, my goodness.
What has Habibi got left outside of the pocket to shore up a line?
Oh, but
no,
Tobruk!
There's a reopened it!
Tobruk reopened!
Oh, my gosh!
Holy Moses, look at this.
Habibi's not giving up without a fight. This is brilliant.
The push is stalled. The push is absolutely stalled. It's not over yet. Oh, he's not over yet. No, don't count Dankus out
of course not.
Yet.
This is just a momentary pause.
Here it goes. He's already launching it. And it lands, taking out the only allied airport in the region with any kind of significant range. Only the one guy, but that means that there's not a great supply situation up here for the allies anymore immediately. Just an outrageously good display there. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Beautiful moves by Dankus. As a fan of HOI4, I am loving to watch this. I was sitting upstairs with you on the couch, and I couldn't look away.
No.
Beautiful.
How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling good, thank you. I mean, it was practice. It was practice.
In your dream world, would you rather have the X or the Allies in the finals?
I know that Leonard is more comfortable with the Allies right now, I would say. I'm also very comfortable with the Allies, because USA is really strong. As I said, I have a counter to the Paradrop also, and I will go all in for eating Leonard up in the sea and the air.
First, we have to see if Leonard is actually his opponent in the final.
Exactly. Dankus, thank you so much. Next up is Leonard versus DiscardPixel. And whoever wins that game, of course, goes to the grand final.
Yeah. Without further ado, let's dive into the game.
Let us take a quick look on the Italian side here. And he's researching, as you were talking about, the survivability studies. And the armor trains just a must-have.
Other than that, on the focuses, we're seeing very, very similar stuff going down the first two military focuses first. We've come very used to seeing that, of course. Meanwhile, we are seeing here some naval invasions being planned.
We will see if Malta is becoming a point of interest here.
Program there, and here we go. The battle has started, and let's see what takes place here. Okay, 1 court, 2 courts, but the rest looking like they might be able to make it through. Nothing to stop the landing on Valletta. There it is. The cavalry land successfully. Here we go.
And there's the activity I was looking for. This is, are these good divisions, or is this just the camels? This is actually
these
good
are camels,
divisions, right?
No, these are camels. It's a deceptive template icon.
Let these invasions go out when you also attack the land.
Yes.
Trigger the attention of your enemy. Make them micro hot. Trigger their APM to go up. And only there you can force mistakes from such a good player as Leonard.
He's scouting as well. He knows where Leonard has these troops. Oh, and now
Leonard
going back on the
but the instant counter here, beautifully done.
Very nice counter. And look, that was a mistake. A real blunder. DiscardPixel managing to push in there. Probably going to deny this port, although he doesn't know there's a port being built there. So tragically, my bet right now, he's not going to push into the tile. He's going to push them back and stop. That's my guess.
And even desperate defense now. We saw for the first time maybe a small mistake by Leonard, because Chet, you have to understand, when he attacked, he gave away all his entrenchment. They came out of the trenches, and instantly the southern reaction from Pixel. He is on the same level here as Leonard at the moment. I love to see this.
Okay, I mean, that's a bold encirclement attempt. There's the port created.
And you can see it's a long way through the desert here. It takes a long time for them to arrive.
Absolutely. I mean, and there's the pinning attack with the force attack roaring into that port. Oh my
goodness. And the port
is
finished.
I don't see a way. Oh, potentially with the encirclement.
And look at that invasion.
The naval invasion. Let's go.
Is triggering Leonard's micro, but Leonard with the beautiful defense behind. But there it is. If he lets that go through, there's no way he lets that go through. Instantly pinning that.
There's the pin. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And of course, he can't retreat from that. That's Leonard's only 240 with divisions, and their strength is being grinded down.
Look at that.
Encirclement
Beautifully
penalty.
done.
Holy hell.
As I told you, Christo, you have to trigger Leonard's micro here, and the first man to do it. He is going so dimensional, and Leonard now in a very bad situation here. 2 of his best divisions encircled here in this port. Will he get them out in time? Will they be raided? This is massive for DiscardPixel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Attempts to break open the pocket from the east are ongoing, but the last stand is active on both sides. It looks like it's just run out. Switching to force attack on Leonard's side, and that province is going to fall in about 2 days, but here comes the relieving force from the east, looking like it might just be able to break that out. Okay.
Their strength really going down. This is massive losses for Leonard. These are 40 whiffs with great equipment, with artillery too, and this is massive for Pixel if he kills this.
Even if he holds it, 80% of the equipment in those divisions is dead already. There's nothing that can be done, and he's doing that great micro, splitting out a single division into a separate army, throwing on the last
north
stand.
Might break, though. The last stand is there.
It's the last stand on, but no, look at that. The last stand is being done in there, and we should have taken a look at the air here. Oh my God, look at the air. What a misplay from Leonard. Are his planes? Where are his planes? He's got 83 fighters active in this region versus 200. Easy, easy green air for DiscardPixel, but there it is. The pocket just held open, but that's not good enough. Yes, he's feeling good. He saved his 2 divisions, but what has he saved? 10%, 2% strength. That DiscardPixel puts himself ever closer to being able to enter that final round of this tournament. That is, of course, what we're all playing for.
But the pressure is on. 20 minutes for Leonard to make something happen here. I think he's waiting to get the air back on his side, but if it never happens, you need a different strategy to come back from this. Absolutely. Oh, he's coming with almost triple breakthrough now with this tank. This tank could make a very big difference.
And pushing in behind here, is he going to try and capitalize on it, go for the encirclement? He's got the planning bonus on the troops in the north.
If Pixel Spy is still active, let us check that out right now. He is on 100%. This is a massive debuff to planning bonus for this tank. Maybe,
it's not enough.
Italuga, whatever, falls. As the attack happens, that means a debuff in the battle.
Oh, but it's not enough. Look at that battle melt! Oh my god!
I was just feeling like checking out this focus, and a 21 with a light tank division just coming in for Italy here.
Oh, here it comes.
Spawning in, and it comes to the front line. It says David versus Goliath. I'm ready to represent myself as David, the small tank versus the medium tank. Going to be quite interesting.
He is successfully launching this counterattack very successfully. A dangerous position for Leonard because this offensive could be carried forward. Not quite holding on the defensive. Again, it needs... Oh, no, he is holding. Even more dangerous for Leonard. Is Leonard going to fail at his micro? He's not stopping the attack. That's a mistake. He can't afford to let these divisions run out of organization because that will happen. And then we will see the counteroffensive. Look at that. You can't attack and lose.
And the light tank guy in chat was saying, what is that light tank going to do? That's what the light tank is going to do. Taking the
speed of it. And it might not just be time wasting. Look at this with the massive supply shortages that Leonard's facing. Overrun. There we go. And going into the back port. Oh, he's not quite holding that, but he has more men coming, and the victory here is going to give him that. This is the power of Green Air. He's pushing in so fast, and the troop movement speed is just too great. He's able to come in, those light tanks speeding
This will be a devastating circumvent. It is already a devastating push. Leonard is looking to be in the ropes here. Can he do the Muhammad Ali and come back in the final round against Joe Frazier, a.k.a. Oh my God! Maybe not the encirclement is there. The horde might help, but this is devastating damage.
Powering straight through.
Oh my god, they are gone.
They're not dead. They're at sea, but they're immediately being raided by a single battleship coming in to defend them. Oh my goodness me. And there's the fleet. The fleet coming in, sending them to the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a massive kill. The biggest play we maybe have seen it in this tournament. Unbelievably done by the underdog. DiscardPixel.
Roaring through towards Benghazi's, perhaps even going to be able to secure his 3-point win. 14 minutes on the clock, and Leonard being absolutely hammered here. Look at this. The difference is all but obvious in the deployed manpower. We got 60,000 from Leonard, 135,000 from DiscardPixel. The casualties are outrageous, and he's forced them off Benghazi. Wow. Oh, that's gotta be it.
The air just being so strong. We often, when we switched to Leonard's side, saw him check the air. Why is it red? The air might break his back here. And then the light tank coming in as the clutch carry.
There is a risk of overextending.
Has there been a GG called? Yes.
Oh,
Leonard
that's it.
Calls the GG. Unbelievable.
Dear Mr. Mussolini, the people of Tripoli demand freedom. If you don't respect the people's wishes, we will take it by force.
The upset of the tournament. Can you believe it? The favorite is out! The favorite is out. I cannot believe it. DiscardPixel goes into the finals versus Dankus Memecus. As always, nothing but respect to Leonard, who's played so extraordinary here. And we have a final, ladies and gentlemen.
We now will know what the L on that symbol meant. It was loser. No, I really hope in the next event, Leonard comes over and just absolutely just rips apart the thing. And the thing is as well, all of the faction picks, half of the scene meta today has been Leonard's doing.
It is, and luckily for us, we have DiscardPixel with us. How are you feeling?
Hello. I'm super nervous. That was unexpected. I'm not gonna lie, because Leonard was probably, I mean, he was literally the top-rated player of yesterday, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I was super nervous to play against him. I thought I was gonna 100% lose and get rolled, but.
What do you think was your winning play that made you get the W in the end?
Unexpectedly, it was the random light tank spawn in that got me the win and overran the units and just kept on pushing. I mean, Leonard put like super pressure on me, like 100% for super pressure, so yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at battle stations. D-Day is upon us. Discard versus Dankus. Tommy.
I have a text here in front of me where I, just 3 days ago, texted DiscardPixel, hey, do you have time for a tournament? He says, sure, and now he's in the grand finals. It's unbelievable. This is the stories esports is making, and I think let's not make you wait too long. Let's jump right into the game here.
We're going to get into the play here. I'm going to be just starting looking around. We've got, of course, the fabled US lock-in right here, as well as Italian Army of North Africa.
Instantly, we have the armored terrain coming out for Pixel, also doing air. The machine guns also very, very normal. A thing gets his first mill. Almost the same research on the other player. Is not using a one tech tree yet. He's trying to get a little bonus here. If this is an armor train, you have completely the same opener. Maybe we can already see a division here from Dankus. And it's the 40 with. It's going to be interesting if he can get revenge for Leonard here with this US tactic we've seen just a game before. Or if Pixel can once again take the win.
War has begun. And look at this. They've both really rushed for the VPs this time. We've normally seen a hesitancy in some of the players, but no, there is no time to waste. Discard and Dankus both pushing for it. We do see Malta fall to the Axis. We do have an Axis advance beyond Tripoli.
I think I have to predict that Dankus will not challenge the Navy too much. It's going to come down to the micro in the War of Tripoli. And the stats are going ever more favorably in Dankus' side. 11 fighters for 55 now.
Oh, wow, that's a 5-to-1 now.
It is getting pretty good. Even 4 support. Pixel understands, I need to defend here. I have 23 minutes to take this tournament.
Here we go. Here we go. Attack. One thing we also need to remember is Discard still has control of the Navy, so he could always try to draw Dankus' attention away with a naval push into a random location if he's got the manpower.
No shore bombardment as he took a port.
Oh,
Dankus just took a port. This is massive for Dankus' plan here. And maybe the interception even of the fleet played a bit role here, but he is pushing through. But here's the counter from Pixel.
Yep.
The bubbles are not looking good for Dankus. I even want to go as far as saying it's nice to see my prodigy play the good old style. You do the 40 whiff, you have the strong artillery, you get the green air, and you get things done in Hearts of Iron 4. He learned that somewhere, wink wink, and it's working perfectly for him right now. The good old meta might still be strong here, 40 whiffs.
The line is rolling. It is not a good sight here. He is inches away from Tripoli, and he's losing that defensive combat.
And perfect micro by Dankus. There's no real division in Tripoli. There's nothing entrenched in Tripoli. The final victory point is going down. He's now trying to hold, but still nothing is entrenched. All his units in the middle here. Dankus is playing perfectly. DiscardPixel loses the victory point of Tripoli.
Look at that.
Ah, devastating fashion. A big comeback.
He needs to try and escape this faster than Dankus is coming, but Dankus is not letting up yet.
Wait, Malta has been taken. Malta has been taken. Sneaky Dankus. I haven't even seen this. He easily took it, and that might be the end here.
Naval invasion
Massive
coming in, though.
There we go. And let's
they've got
take a look.
port. Now, if we get some troops to rush and connect that, that's going to give the encirclement bonus on Tripoli. Yes, it has a port. Yes, it has supply, but the encirclement bonus might be enough. The airbase has gone down. We might be seeing the DiscardPixel push back with just a few minutes left. They're not willing to give up without a fight. They don't want to be a 3-0 down in terms of their loss.
I think what's happening here is that Dankus believes I only need Malta to win, and that's why he might be giving away Tripoli, because it's not enough right now. But if the legendary light tank is making it to Benghazi, we will have to set up 2 minutes 30.
2 minutes 30.
2 minutes 30.
I can't sit down. I'm going to stand up and watch this.
This is 10 whiffs, also some 40 whiffs. Ah, the light tank on his own, not enough to break through here. You have to show respect to Pixel.
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere, and he's never giving up. So many players will... the mutiny. So
in the army.
His army stops believing in him here. It is sad to see. I will follow Pixel anywhere. He's a great commander, and he showed great effort here. We have a winner of our tournament. We have our commander in conflict, Dankus Memecus. Let's switch over to him. He's done it, but he's still in there. He's in this zone.
He doesn't realize the game is up. He's so in the zone, he's forgotten.
Unbelievable. If you love HOI4, you love this tournament. We have seen so much growth from the players, so much growth in the meta. Just beautiful. This has been an exceptional presentation of Hearts of Iron 4 Esports and what's possible in HOI4, what the future is holding. And the community, we have a lot of future in 2023. My highlights, my personal highlight here, Leonard versus DiscardPixel. Unbelievable game, a really clutch game, a great highlight of this tournament.
We have Dankus with us right now. Dankus, congratulations. You are indeed the winner of the first ever Commanders in Conflict. Are you going to hold this over the rest of the HOI4 1v1 community?
I will hold it over Leonard.
Big congratulations, and thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again soon.
It's been a great pleasure.